Welcome back to Having Words. I'm Josh Martello, and today I chat with Miss Brighton finalist Holly Hoskison. We talk about the Miss Brighton pageant, Holly's experience being a finalist so far, and also about her positive and gratitude project, Brighter, on Instagram, and briefly chat about mental health. If you think you might be affected by any of what we talk about in today's episode, it's important that you do speak with someone. Thank you for listening, guys, and I'll see you next week. Welcome to the Having Words podcast. I'm your host, Josh Martello. Today I'm joined by Miss Brighton finalist Holly Hoskison.
That's correct.
Hoskison, oh my god, I got it right. Yay! After many attempts. Holly, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you so much.
How are you
for
feeling?
having me.
Yeah, first podcast.
So excited. Yeah, first podcast I've ever done, and I'm very, very excited to be here. Yeah.
But you've listened to podcasts before, so you understand.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you understand the format.
The format.
Now, usually new guests that I have on, I give them 5 rapid-fire questions to begin the podcast.
Okay.
But because of the nature of this, and it's very much focused on you being Miss Brighton and everything around that, we're going to go straight into everything, straight into questions about you, your background, Miss Brighton, your other projects you're doing, Brighter, on Instagram and everything.
Awesome.
So just to kick it off, why don't you tell our audience a little bit about who is Holly, a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I'm Holly. I've just turned 21. Very exciting. So I'm originally from near Chichester, which is West Sussex, and I live with my parents and my younger sister, who's 10 years younger than me.
She's so cute. I see her on all your Instagram stories. She's so adorable.
Honestly, like my little girl.
Aww.
Which is lovely. It's a very nice relationship. So yeah, that's where I'm from, and I go to drama school in Brighton at the moment. I've just finished my second year, so 1 year left. So I do singing, dancing, acting, all of that kind of stuff, which I absolutely love.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
And from my point of view, you are good at it as well.
Thank you very much, because we went to college together.
Yeah, I was going to say, for the audience members, how do we know each other? Yeah, we went to college together.
Yeah, we went to college together and we studied musical theatre. Which I kind of still do.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've known each other for a while, haven't we?
We have done, yeah.
And we were saying we haven't actually had a sit-down conversation like this before.
Yeah, we've never had a one-on-one conversation. It's always been with
Never.
other people.
Yeah.
I think we've actually been on stage together maybe as well. Maybe in a few things. What do you reckon it was? Oh,
The Wiz?
The Wiz.
Did you do The Wiz?
Was I in The Wiz? I might have helped out with The Wiz. Or...
And when you did Cats.
Cats.
I was
oh my
in
god,
that
you guys were like
as
the
well.
chorus and everything as well, weren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, so Cats and also maybe Into the Woods.
Yes,
I
Into the
think I
Woods.
did a dance in that.
I remember that.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I luckily don't remember that.
Long time ago.
Now, Holly, what are you doing right now? You said you're at drama school and
Yes.
everything. So you're in Brighton at drama school, right?
Yes, so I go to Bricht, little plug. It's a brand new drama school. I'm going to be the first, or part of the first cohort to leave in 2020 next year, which is very exciting. Scary.
Of course.
But exciting as well. So yeah, my course is performing arts, and we do a lot of singing, dancing, acting, and the hours are really long, which drama school is, but it's a lot of fun. Very tough, but it is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It needs to be challenging, isn't it?
Absolutely, that's what uni is. You know, I think, oh my goodness, you know, I've got so much work on, because it is literally 9 to 5 every day. Weekends, you're doing your homework, so to speak, coursework kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then you have to step back and think, you know, this is like a 3-year intensive period in your life, which, you know, you put your all into it, and hopefully at the end you get out a lot as well.
Exactly, and you can use it to excel into maybe a different position in the future, or a different career path, or whatever you want to do.
Yeah, no, exactly. And with drama school, you learn a lot about yourself, and you get a lot of confidence to even just speak to new people. So even if you've decided that this isn't what you want to do in life, you get so many skills for other kind of options as well. So it's
Would
really
you say
great.
you're typically a singer, an actor, or a dancer? Where do you think you excel in the most? Because I know that you are a good actor and singer, and you dance as well, don't you?
Yes.
So like from your point of view, what do you want to specialise in?
That's a very good question, and for me it changes daily,
Yeah.
weekly. You know, one day I'll be dancing, I'll be, this is what I want to do,
Yeah.
you know, nothing else. And then the next week I'm doing a singing project, and I think, oh, maybe
could
this
be a
is what I want to do as well. So yeah, I just kind of, when I graduate next year, I just want to go to as many auditions as possible, see what I get, see what comes up, and do presenting and everything. I just want to try everything out, see what I like.
The thing is, like, you do have a very good personality as well.
Thank you very much.
And so it's good that you want to go into something where your personality can shine through a little bit as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, Holly, getting onto the main point of the podcast.
Yes.
You are one of Miss Brighton's finalists.
Yes.
For Miss Brighton.
Yes.
To become Miss Brighton 2019.
Absolutely.
How exciting.
I am beyond excited.
I know, you can't stop smiling.
Honestly, I can't. And I haven't been able to since I found out I was in the final.
Oh my God.
So exciting. Yeah.
Is it something that you'd normally do? Because
Not at all.
it suits you as a person. I can imagine it working very well, the whole process and everything. But
Yeah.
so how did it come to be?
Okay, so I've never done a pageant before in my life.
Yeah.
You know, even myself, I had a misconception of what pageants were. I really, really did think, you know, you see on TV, whatever, that, you know, it's tall, skinny girls kind of like just walking around in dresses, in bikinis, exactly. And I thought, oh, that's not really for me. You know, not judging it, but that's just like kind of not my sector kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I was on Facebook a few months ago.
On
the Facebook, having a little scroll as we all do. And it came up with like a little advert for Miss Brighton.
Yeah.
So I read it, and it was just saying about how they do a lot of charity work and how it's about making friends and bringing the girls together and doing things for good causes, and kind of like it's more about a process than the final.
Yeah.
If that makes
So
sense.
it kind of gave you a little bit more insight into more of maybe the positive things that came out of it, rather than, I'm just being judged on how I look.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I saw the advert because my friend had shared it, who actually won it in 2016.
Oh, wow, okay, yeah.
Who I go to drama school with.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh, okay, why not? Let's just apply and give it a go. So I applied and I got accepted.
Congratulations, that's incredible.
Thank you very much.
And now you're here, like literally 3 weeks away from the deadline.
Yeah, so it's literally 3 weeks today.
Yeah.
In 3 weeks' time, it's all going to be happening.
So obviously, like, you told me where you applied, but like, what is Miss Brighton to you? What does it mean? Obviously, there's a lot of positive and a lot of good things that come out of it, and the journey to get to the point of the competition. But what is it to you? What's the importance of Miss Brighton?
The importance is definitely the whole reason I applied, which is to raise awareness for mental health issues within young people and performers. I've suffered with mental health issues myself, and a large amount of my friends have as well, and especially over the last 2 years being at drama school and being exposed to a lot of my friends going through a lot of issues, and kind of coming out the other side. So I really, really wanted to do it to be a role model for, as I said, young people and performers, but anyone really who is going through a tough time. But, you know, I just really wanted to showcase to everyone that it's okay to have those times, but also good times are coming.
Exactly.
Kind of thing.
That's good. Yeah. That's definitely the reason why you want to go on something like that. And also just, like you said, create general awareness into mental health. And like not only Miss Brighton anyway, because I was exposed to it because one of my friends on Facebook entered it like 2 years ago.
Oh wow!
So
Amazing.
show more awareness into the kind of good things that are happening to it as well. That's really good.
Absolutely, yeah.
Holly, I want to know about the process it took to become a Miss Brighton finalist.
Yeah.
So obviously you told me earlier today that there isn't so much of like a semi-final or anything. It's very much like you apply and then you find out.
Yeah.
So what did you have to do? Was it like a resume? Was it like a CV? What did you have to give them?
Really, kind of. Very similar. So we were asked to send a photograph of ourselves, and we were asked to send basically answering the question, why do you want to be Miss Brighton / kind of what does it mean to you?
Yeah.
Like what would you be standing for?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So I said that I wanted to raise awareness for mental health issues and to kind of spark more of a conversation around it.
It is kind of tabooed, I think, a little bit as well.
I think so. And I think today's society, we are definitely working towards it not being a taboo subject. But I feel like it does take people from our generation to actually stand up and use our voices.
Yeah.
And to be there for each other. Because, you know, everyone can be there for each other from older generations. But people of our age, we know what it's like to live in this generation with social media, the internet, and all those pressures.
I know that when influencers speak out about well-being or mental health and stuff, it does bring a lot of light onto it, which is so good. And obviously you being involved in Miss Brighton and being a finalist, even if I know that a lot of the things that people stand for, if they don't win, they've still created so much awareness and so much insight for people. So like you are like already just being a finalist, kind of influencer in some regard as well, because you are having to influence your message and everything.
Yeah,
So it is so
100%.
important, especially like you said, our age group as well. It is something which is a lot more apparent and a lot more, for some reason, not like you said, it's becoming a lot more spoken about, but like it's still not spoken about enough. It's not taken
No.
seriously as well by a lot of people,
Absolutely.
especially because we're from a place, obviously Brighton, where
Yeah.
people. Obviously, it's renowned for being the gay capital of the UK.
Yeah,
but not only,
absolutely.
I feel like it should more so be the capital of like where people feel comfortable being themselves.
I think that's what it's about, isn't it?
Yeah.
100%, whether that is about sexuality or, you know, anything about yourself. And it is a really, really lovely environment to be in Brighton.
Yeah.
You know, you just walk along the street and people are wearing, you know, who knows what.
Exactly,
And that's so fine. And that's fine anywhere, but it's nice that it's kind of minimal judgment.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
that makes sense.
There's a
And
general
nice.
understanding. It's like we are in Brighton. It feels as comfortable as possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
100%.
Now, obviously, like you said, the whole thing around Miss Brighton is also because every year you support a charity. Miss Brighton supports a charity.
Yes.
So this year it's
The Alzheimer's Society
Alzheimer's.
charity.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah.
Yes.
So is that something which for you, like when you said to them, when they said to you what the charity was, can you relate to that? Have you had somebody affected by this or?
Not directly in my family, but I've had friends who have been through it. And I also, one of my jobs that I work at, there are quite a few elderly customers who, you know, they speak about it because it affects their generation.
Exactly, yeah.
And they speak about it a lot. And I thought, oh, you know what, it's a really, really, really great charity who do some amazing work, you know. And with Alzheimer's, it doesn't just affect the person, it is more so the family.
Oh my God, yeah.
You know, and I just can't even imagine, you know, that happening.
Living through that, yeah. Like somebody that
It's
it affects someone close to us, or if it affects us or whatever. Like you said,
Yeah.
like so many people see it as this one thing, but one of the biggest contributors towards the whole effect of it is the people surrounding that person.
I think that's what it is. You know, obviously, yeah. It's definitely more of a support for the family as well. They do so much work for that.
Yeah.
You know, to support the person who's suffering, but also the people around them because it does take such a toll.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And the work they do is amazing for it. So I think it's a great charity.
Yeah, and it's good that like going back to like the preconceptions of Miss Brighton of just on a catwalk wearing like a swimsuit and everything. It's good that like I wouldn't have known there was this charity fundraising event unless I actually researched it.
Yeah, neither would I. Honestly, before I applied anything, I really didn't know about the charity work they did.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my God, this is actually maybe a good thing that they're doing this.
Yeah.
This is incredible.
Absolutely, and I was saying to you earlier that, you know, it's really great that we do get to dress up, and because what young girl doesn't like to dress up in a nice dress
And
and
feel empowered by it as well.
absolutely. And
Yeah.
I feel like all the charity work, that's just, you know, it kind of all comes together to be a really, really nice environment and just a really nice thing to do, and you make friends along the way as well.
Yeah.
You know, with the people you're doing it with. There's only 12 or 13 of us who are doing it. The maximum's 20, so it's quite a small little cohort this year.
Yeah.
So it's nice to go along to, you know, all of the fundraising events that people are
Oh
doing.
my God, yeah.
So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Okay, so this one really interests me because I watched Lucy D'Agostino's vlog on it a few years ago because she came third.
She did. I saw that. I watched it.
But seeing how she prepared for it and everything. So, like, obviously there's rehearsals beforehand.
Yes.
Like, and do you know, obviously you haven't done it yet, but, like, do you
No.
know much about that process?
Briefly,
Yeah.
I know that, so on one of the days, the week leading up to the final, there will be a meeting with all of the girls and everyone who's running it to kind of run through what happens on the day and all that kind of stuff. And on the actual day, so the event is in the evening.
Yeah.
So on the actual day, we have to go there early and we will be kind of taken through how the day will work.
Yeah.
And we'll have practice, you know, walking down the catwalk or whatever you want to call it in your heels because that's tough, you know.
I can
That
imagine.
is some
I would not
tough
like to
stuff.
give that a go because that just sounds painful and like you're going to fall over. So.
Honestly, I'll tell you a story about that.
Oh no.
So, no, it's a good one. So, before I started drama school, I went on a shopping trip. So this is a good 3 years ago, you know.
Yeah.
And I saw these shoes and they're black and they've got like little fluffy bits on the top and I tried them on and they were ridiculously high.
Yeah.
And I don't really wear high heels that often. It's not really my thing.
Yeah.
Unless I'm going, you know,
Yeah.
dressy.
Exactly.
Which I don't do very often. So I bought these shoes and I thought to myself, you know what, I don't think I'll ever wear these. but I just really want them. You know, maybe one day there'll be an event that comes up that I'll need them for.
Yeah, well, you were telling yourself this.
I was.
Yeah, you probably might never wear them, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and I thought, you know, there was a little inkling inside me, and I thought, do you know what, I'm going to get them because I will need these shoes one day.
Yeah.
And sure enough, here we are. I'm using this pair of shoes.
Oh my God, wow.
I've never worn them out. And then I remembered I had them. So literally, no word of like every day for this month, I have been wearing these shoes in my house for 10 minutes
just to get used to
wearing them because they're so high.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's so cool. It's kind of like everything happens for a reason as well, a little bit.
This is
like,
it.
you bought those heels. You didn't realise what the full effect was, but it's because of
Something
this.
was telling me.
Exactly. That's so exciting. But obviously for like every event you won't be wearing, every round, because there's rounds.
Yes.
You won't be wearing those heels. Because you'll be doing different things, you'll be weighing different things, and like, I think I'd like to know, and I think want to know more about the rounds, and like, what are the rounds? How do the rounds work? Do you get judged individually on the rounds? Like, how does it all work?
So normally there are 4 rounds. Mm-hmm. The first one, which is not happening this year, is a white t-shirt and jeans round, which is kind of like casual wear. But that's not happening this year. I don't know why.
Oh, interesting.
It just isn't.
Yeah.
So the first round this year is going to be the little black dress round.
Okay.
And the theme, they have a theme on top of it every year kind of thing.
Okay.
Which is awesome. And this year it's masquerade ball.
Oh, wow.
So we have our black dresses and we have to wear a mask as well, which is
so cool.
Which is awesome. And I think the point of that they really, really wanted to enforce, that obviously won't be able to see our faces.
Yeah.
And that's the first impression that, you know, the judges and the audience are going to get of all of us girls.
Wow, okay. So just your general presence.
It is really, really solely based on stage presence and how you are. It's really not about the way you look kind of thing. And I think it's really great that they've done that for the first round.
But they're enforcing that more than anything. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
That's interesting.
So we also, on that first round, so we'll walk out in our dress individually, then we'll all come out together. This is my understanding.
Uh-huh.
And then we'll have obviously the masks on.
Very nice.
And we'll have to speak a little bit about our sponsors. Mm-hmm. So we have to be sponsored. Oh, yes. This is a whole other thing.
I was going to ask you all about this. Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, we'll move on to that in a minute because I've got the question here. Okay. So yeah, the rounds.
Awesome. Yeah, so that happens. Second round is swimwear round.
Yep. The classic one, right?
The classic, yes. Which I'm actually really excited for.
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
Did you have to buy swimwear for it, or do you already have?
I bought one for it.
Did you? Very nice, yeah.
I bought one for it. I'm not going to say what it is because it's a surprise.
Exactly, save it.
But I knew exactly what I wanted, and it took a lot of trying on and
of course,
ordering and this isn't the right one, da.
Yeah.
But I've got the right one now,
very nice.
And I love it. I love it a lot. But with that, it's a lot about the judges are judging you on how you are on stage, and how you present yourself, how you walk. You know, are you confident? Are you bubbly, smiley? It's just about kind of working the crowd and the audience more than
which I think you'll have anyway because you do have a background in musical theatre, in being on stage. I know that I spoke to one of the Miss Sussex finalists who I think she might have won Miss Brighton a few years ago, or she was a finalist there as well.
Rebecca, no, she's the current Miss Brighton.
Oh, she's the current Miss Brighton. Oh, she won it last year.
Yeah, so she's going to be handing over her crown to whoever wins this year,
so cool.
Which is awesome. But yeah, she's lovely.
See, I spoke to her at an event a few weeks ago. She was saying how she wasn't very confident when she went on there, and it definitely built up her confidence so much. But I feel like you already have that general stage confidence anyway. You're going to thrive in that environment, I think.
I hope so. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, absolutely.
But I don't think you've been. I mean, from my experience of seeing you on stage, I don't think you've been in a role of being on a swimsuit on stage.
No, that's completely
that would be really interesting.
Different. Yeah, absolutely, and it's something new, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is. Yeah, and it's exciting because it's, you know, I won't just be the only person doing it. There will be, 12, 13 of us doing it, which is quite empowering, I think.
It definitely is, yeah. You know? Like, as a team, you're all doing this together. It's the same crowd. And like you said, you have to build stage presence. So when you're walking down in this swimwear outfit, are you encouraged to, look at the crowd, or is it just like a catwalk?
Yeah, no. From my understanding, it is about looking at the crowd and having that interaction, which I'm looking forward to because, performing arts, that's kind of what I do, which is, a positive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that round.
That's round 2.
Will
it definitely be in this order as well?
Yes.
Okay,
yes. And then round 3 is the final round, and that is your big dress, kind of like your glamorous...
Oh, what, like Disney dress? As in
The only criteria for the dress is that it has to be full length to the floor.
Really?
Anything else is completely, totally up to you.
Okay, yeah.
So it can be big and puffy, it can be
Yeah.
little, it can be however you like it as long as it meets the floor.
Yeah.
Which is so exciting. I
Oh my
love
God.
getting dressed up.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm so excited. I ordered my dress and it's come and it fits, thank goodness.
Oh my God.
And I'm so excited to wear it.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
And so that would be the same. You'd be judged on the presence and everything of you coming onto the stage.
Absolutely. For all those rounds, it is the presence and how you are kind of
With the audience.
in that situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then after that will be the third round finished.
So the final round.
So, yes, I can't remember exactly how many this year, maybe 5. I think you get picked into the top 5, so 5 girls get through to the interview round.
Oh, wow.
Which
okay.
you have your long dress on, you don't get changed from then on out.
Yeah.
And you...
Oh, so by that point, there's already a judging.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you do the 3 rounds and then the judges will boil it down to 5, I think it's 5 or 6, can't remember exactly.
Oh my God.
5 girls.
Yeah.
Who,
What, there and then, like, with the
there
audience and
then.
everything?
Yeah, with the audience and everything,
Oh my
which is
God.
intense.
That's so daunting.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
absolutely. And then we are asked a question live on stage.
Yeah.
We don't know what it will be.
Oh, wow.
But we know, roughly the premise of it. So
Yeah.
we've been given a few options that it could be. So we know the path it's going to go down.
So
But
you can kind of, get a general idea of what you're going to talk about.
absolutely.
How exciting.
So yeah, very
Oh my
exciting.
God. Of not knowing, what that question's going to be. So that round
Yeah.
would just be dependent on your answer to that question.
Yes. And from then, the winner's announced.
Oh my God. Wow.
So yeah.
So how long, obviously, because in between rounds, you guys will have to get changed and get ready and stuff. So how
Yes.
long is the evening in total?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because for you,
I
it'll be
assume
a
it's
full
gonna-
day thing, won't
Yeah,
it? Rehearsals.
For us, full day, rehearsals, and then obviously getting our makeup done.
Yeah.
Well, I'm doing my own makeup, but I think some of the girls are bringing a makeup artist with them.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
But I figured that I wanted to do it on my own.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a full day for us, but I assume it's going to be quite a long evening.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot to celebrate and a lot
Oh my
happening.
God, yeah.
So yeah, very exciting.
And so, so going to the sponsorships.
Yes.
So every girl gets sponsored by... Do they have to find a sponsor? How does this work?
Yes, so that's exactly how it works. So when you apply, you have to find a sponsor to get accepted into the competition. So your sponsor can be anyone from your family and friends to a local business. Maybe one of your parents runs their own business, you get them to sponsor you.
I see, yeah.
It can literally be whoever
Yeah.
you want to ask.
Yeah.
And initially, I actually asked Mind, which are a mental health organisation in Brighton.
Yeah.
I didn't think they would do that kind of thing, and I was right, which is fine. And I said, I understand, thank you for listening kind of thing.
Yeah.
So the next people I asked were my drama school.
Oh, wow.
So Brick are my sponsors.
Oh my God, that's so good.
Absolutely.
Upcoming drama school, new drama school,
Yeah,
sponsoring
so
you. That's incredible.
it's good advertisement for them.
Yeah.
And with what I'm standing for, mental health, they really, really helped me, and the support that they have and the team they have in place there is second to none. So kind of that all linked in really nicely and married up. So that's why I went for them.
I feel like in drama schools in general, there's a lot of mental health discussion. And there's a lot of it, and I think in a lot of drama schools that I've heard of in London and stuff, they don't discuss it. They just kind of tuck it away, but it's a very apparent thing. So it's good that your drama school is very much embracing this and approaching it with a very positive mannerism, and actually dealing with it and understanding it is a thing that affects probably everyone in your class, in different degrees.
Yeah, absolutely. It's crazy, actually. You think I was never really exposed to people who had mental health issues when I was growing up, and then I came to drama school and it was kind of all around.
Yeah.
But it was so nice that everyone was so open and supportive of each other, and it really does help having people who understand. And the whole team, we have a kind of student support officer who's there every day of the week.
Oh, wow,
If we ever need anything, if we're having a bad day, you can knock on the door and go in. It's really, really, really relaxed.
Yeah.
If you need further help, they can arrange that for you. So it really is very positive.
I know that I've seen a lot of performances of you guys.
Yes.
Because my friend Charlie as well, Charlie Morgan,
Yes.
she performs in your class and everything.
She does, yes.
And I saw one at the Old Market. Where is it? The one in Hove.
The Old Market.
The Old Market,
The Old
isn't that
Market.
one?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
The Old Market.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, it literally, like, your teachers they were so proud. It literally seemed like a family aspect.
It really, really is.
And that's just
really
so
is.
special because you won't be able to find that at like a general university. Getting
No.
that from a drama school is so important.
Absolutely, and it is so small. There's 25 people in my year,
Yeah.
which is
That's
tiny.
crazy.
You know,
Yeah.
year above is 60 people.
Yeah.
And the year coming, so the first years, there's going to be 90 of them.
Oh, wow,
which
they're
is
really
obviously-
expanding.
Yeah, which is fantastic. But I am so glad that I do have a small year.
Yeah.
You know, we are good friends with the first years.
Yeah.
But it's nice to have kind of like a small environment where, you know, especially in the first year when we were all new to it, and, you know, Bricked was new as well, which
Yeah.
it still is. It was nice that we had a safe environment and the teachers are really respectful, and it's a nice place where you can make mistakes.
Yeah.
We are there to make mistakes and
Yeah.
improve.
And to learn from it, exactly.
Exactly, to like further yourself and develop. So it's
Yeah.
really nice to have, you know, that group of friends who I genuinely believe I will be friends with for life.
That's so important, yeah. Because it's family, isn't it? You go through so much
Absolutely.
together.
Yeah.
So they literally sound like the perfect sponsor. Not only for you, but for that kind of
Yeah.
event.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I was thrilled when they were over the moon to sponsor me.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cute.
They're really up for it.
So what's their role as a sponsor? So
firstly, financially, they sponsor
course,
you
yeah.
£100.
oh wow. Okay.
And that's kind of just like a one-off payment that goes, I believe, to Miss Brighton
Okay, yeah.
as an event.
Okay, yeah.
I don't think it goes to the charity. I may have that wrong. I need to check that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's the main role, and then they come on the night and they can support you, and it just is like a bit of advertisement for them as well.
Yeah.
You know, because our profiles are put out
Yeah.
into newspapers and to social media, and
Holly, sponsored by Drama School Briggs.
yeah, absolutely. So it's a little plug for them as well. So
That's really cool.
Kind of works
Yeah.
both ways.
It's like synergy, working together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We love that.
Oh, that's so cool. And like, do you know many of the other girls' sponsors? Do you know what the typical sponsorship's like?
So a couple of them are sponsored by family and friends, which
Yeah.
is cool.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them are family businesses or
Yeah.
people who are quite close to them, which is obviously fantastic.
Yeah.
All about helping small businesses.
Local small businesses.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about, really, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, finding
The community.
community feel. Absolutely. I think a lot of them are like their dads, or, you know, who have plumbing businesses. I think one has that.
Oh, that's really cute.
Yeah, really nice community atmosphere.
And it's good, obviously, like you said, like family's a big sponsor, a big sponsor is family and everything. But like Bricked is your family.
Exactly.
That's so cute.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
so cute.
yeah.
I didn't realise that. That's
Yeah.
so perfect, isn't it, for you?
Absolutely. It's kind of what it's all about, really.
So on the day before rehearsals,
Yes.
obviously I feel like you're going to be nervous. Anyone's going to be nervous in that
Yeah,
situation
for sure.
it's obviously it's being on stage, it's being in front of people, which you're used to, but
Yeah.
you've never done Miss Brighton or like you said, a pageant before.
Yeah,
That's so
never.
exciting.
Yes.
And I know for you, like I definitely sense the more excitement energy
Yeah.
and more excitement like aura rather than like nervousness.
Yeah.
So-
at the moment.
At the moment.
moment.
The day before, like throwing up.
I think
"Help!"
I'll be. Yeah, I don't even think it's kind of sunk in that this is happening yet.
Yeah,
you
not
know?
until you're behind the curtains about to go on stage.
Allowed to go on, and then maybe speak to me then. It might be a different story then.
Hi Holly, we want to follow up on the podcast.
Yeah, quickly. I'm so nervous. No, I'm generally with performing and that kind of thing quite calm.
Yeah.
I do get nervous before I go on, kind of thing.
Of course.
But then as soon as I'm on stage, I feel at home and I love it.
Yeah.
But again, this is a completely new environment, never done this before, so it might be different. And
Yeah.
I might be really, really nervous. Who knows?
Yeah.
Time will tell. Time will tell.
How are you planning on spending your morning before rehearsals? Like obviously early night,
Yeah.
wake up, nice big breakfast,
Yeah,
get
for
everything
sure.
ready.
Good question. I will definitely do a meditation.
Of course.
Because I love meditating.
yeah.
It's so
Is
good.
it a new thing for you?
Since I've been at drama school, yes.
Really? Well,
We
do they
have-
encourage it?
Oh, yes. Every morning we have a mindful class.
Oh my god, that's so good.
For an hour or half an hour, depending on our timetable for the day. And we have a lovely lady who, honestly, she is fantastic. Her name is Katie Stibbs.
Yep.
And I hope you're listening because she's helped me through so much.
Yeah.
as growing as a person, dealing with things. So she is a mindfulness teacher.
Oh,
she
wow.
does therapy and she practices meditation and all that kind of stuff. So we have that in the morning, and I would definitely be meditating before.
Yeah.
And to
yeah.
kind of calm my nerves down and
Yeah.
to level
Catch
out
up with yourself a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Take a bit of time out, and it's something I try to do every day.
Yeah.
It is hard to keep up with, but once you
Oh, of
make
course, yeah.
a routine of it, it does become kind of part of your schedule.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you get the full benefits of it as well. I
Yeah.
know that I watch a lot of content on YouTube about self improvement, self help. We were speaking about this because
We were.
I definitely see us having the same kind of passion in wanting to be the best version of ourselves
Yeah,
as we possibly can
100%.
be. And with meditation, I said like I've tried it, but I might have tried like 4 mornings in a week or something. So
Okay.
I haven't really kind of delved into it at all, really. But I know it is a very vigorous process to get into. Although it is just sitting there and
Yep.
like listening to music or whatever, it's something so unnatural in today's environment.
It
Especially in your
is.
drama school, you're encouraged to wake up, go to drama school for like 8 hours and then do homework and all this other
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
So taking that time to yourself is probably very important for you guys.
Absolutely.
So
and I think it's a life skill.
It definitely is.
Once you
to be able to.
Once you can meditate, and I don't think it's a process. Again, it's process, not product. It's
Yeah.
not about getting to a certain place. It's about building yourself up, and it's really lovely because you are encouraged to do it for 3 minutes to start with.
Really?
So
Okay.
you sit with yourself
Yeah.
and you listen to a pre-recorded
Audio log.
audio kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it talks you through it, talks you through your breathing, what you
Yeah.
should be doing. But you have to work at it.
Of course,
It doesn't
yeah.
because our lives are so busy in this day and age. And
You
what
need
with-
that. You need that zen.
Need that zen. Absolutely. And it is when you do get into a habit of doing it, you do definitely notice the benefits
Oh, of course.
of dealing with situations. And when you're in it, it's just so lovely and
Yeah.
relaxing.
Yeah.
Really nice. Love it. Would recommend.
Like you said, like it helps you deal with certain situations. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
with a lot of things that are self improving and stuff, waking up at 5 a.m. or like writing like journaling everything,
Yes,
you
journaling,
don't
do that.
realize the importance of it until you reach maybe a low in your life.
Yep.
Such as meditation, you might get into a routine where you're like, I don't know why I'm doing this. But once you build up that, like you said, that habit,
Mm-hmm.
one day when you do maybe have a bad day or a manic day and you have that meditation, it's so important for you.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
So I do journal.
Yeah.
It's honestly, and when you're doing it, you kind of, as you said, sometimes you think, oh, why am I doing this kind of thing? You just get on with it. And it's not until something happens, in your day or in your life, and you think, okay, this is why I'm doing it, because you can go back to that journal, go back to that safe space or that meditation, however you want to do it, mixture of it all. And you go back and it just helps you see things.
Find your
kind of-
centre again. It's your rock.
Absolutely. And, with a lot of things, you can see things in tunnel vision.
Yeah.
But it kind of expands your blinkers a little bit. It takes
Yeah. Uh-huh.
them away. And you think, this is happening now. This is not great. I'm
Yeah.
not enjoying this. So it kind of opens options for you in your own head, and you find ways around it
Yeah.
rather than just seeing the tunnel vision and not having the options there for yourself.
Just understanding what you're going through is so important. It's the whole thing of accepting what you're going through, but just understanding in the first place that you are going through something and that you can...
That is the main thing, accepting that something's happening.
Exactly, yeah.
That's
And then dealing
the-
with it.
Yeah.
Going back to Miss Brighton, so obviously at the end of it all, after you're judged, there is going to be one winner. Obviously, it's like I'm sure it's like a very, very friendly family environment working
Yeah.
together, but
Yeah.
there is that underlying competitive vibe, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
I
there
mean,
needs to be.
It's a competition at the end of the day, and obviously you're friends with other people who are doing it. But I think we all want to win, Who doesn't want to be a winner?
Oh my
it's
God,
such
yeah.
a cool thing to win, to
Definitely.
represent your city, and for the kind of the whole year when you have your crown and you have your title, that you do get to go and do charity work and
Different
go
opportunities.
to... Yeah, absolutely, and go to events. And that's kind of why we're all doing it. We're all doing it, to raise money and
Yeah.
to, we've all got different reasons behind it. But it'd be fab to win. I'd love to win.
It would be,
I'd
but...
be lying if I said I didn't.
Yeah.
That's why I'm here, kind of
Exactly.
thing. I'd love it.
I don't want to win, actually.
Actually. No, I'd love it.
But I feel like you've already... Obviously, there is this winning aspect, but you've already won because you've actually applied for it. Like, even if you didn't get it, you still put yourself out there and applied for it.
Absolutely. It isn't all about winning. As I said, it's great to win, but it is about the process
The experience.
and what happens in the lead up to it. It's, as we were saying earlier, we enjoy growing as people.
Exactly, yeah.
And this is exactly what I'm seeing this as. You know, it's an opportunity for me to... It's a platform at the end of the day to maybe do things that I've been wanting to do for a while but have put off. And this is kind of my incentive to know, you know what, this is time to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's definitely a learning process as well as a competition.
A challenge.
And a challenge, absolutely.
Out of your comfort zone. Like you said, you've been on stage before, but it's a pageant.
It's so different.
So different, but
So different.
So exciting.
I'm very excited about it. But, nervous as well. But.
Yeah. So what do you actually win? So you win a crown.
Yes.
And the title, of course.
And the title, yeah. So I think that is kind of what you win, but so much comes with that. So also, if you win, I forgot to mention, you get through to Miss Great Britain.
Oh my God.
Which is the overall competition.
Wow.
So Miss Brighton is it's a regional heat, basically. Yeah. So they do Miss Essex, Miss Kent, all of those kind of things. I've actually got a friend at drama school who's going for Miss Kent at the moment.
Oh, wow.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, all of the regions, and then whoever wins, all of them goes through to kind of the organisation competition, which is Miss Brighton.
Oh, my God.
Which is another amazing platform, which is, 10 times bigger.
Yeah.
So that's winning in itself, being able to go there and get the confidence to be in front of an audience that I'm sure is 10 times bigger than the one which will be in Brighton.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my God, could you imagine? The possibilities are there. It's not like you win or you become like a runner-up and then that's it.
No.
That's so exciting.
Also, with Miss Brighton, there are different titles that you can win as well that go along with it. So the first one is Miss Charity.
Yeah.
So that is the girl who...
Charity-based.
Charity-based, who raises the most money, which is fab. There's Miss Publicity, which is the girl who gets the most exposure kind of online, newspapers, radio appearances, all of that.
What, for themselves or for the actual pageant?
For the actual pageant, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think it's just generally getting out there and telling people what you're doing and, advertising the organisation.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And also there's a Miss Photogenic.
Oh, wow,
who gets chosen by the photographer, which is awesome. And Miss Personality, who all of the girls kind of vote for secretly.
Oh, that's cute.
Which is, I think it's a really nice little family feel to it.
Yeah, you actually get more involvement than just being there. You actually get to vote on something.
Yeah, which is really cool.
Oh, that's so cool.
So with Miss Publicity and Miss Charity, you also have the opportunity to go through to Miss Great Britain, even if you don't win Miss Brighton itself.
Yeah.
Which is, again, really, really cool.
Yeah, to know there isn't just one path.
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
might not win the main thing, Miss Brighton, but there's other opportunities for you to get into that bigger scope.
Yeah, which I think is really nice and it's quite inclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously, like we were saying earlier, there's things that you'll be judged on, not only the rounds, but the things you're doing right now up to the actual competition.
Yes.
And so what else are you doing?
So, I have done some charity work.
Very nice.
First of all, I did a club night in Prism.
Oh, wow. What, Prism on...
Prism in Brighton.
Oh, wow.
I tell people this and they say, in prison? And I say, no, Prism.
So I say to my mum, and I'm like, I'm going to Prism. She's like, what? No, Prism, the club, mum.
Prism, exactly. So I took a few of my friends and they helped me out and we did some glitter face painting and all of the money went to the Alzheimer's charity.
That's such a good idea.
And it was so fun.
Yeah.
So much fun. So shout out to Prism for letting me do that.
I love Prism.
It's
Disco
so much
room.
fun.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Disco room's so fun. So yeah, that was really cool. And I'm also doing a kids club in a couple of weeks' time with where I live in Chichester with one of my neighbours who's one of my friends. She runs like a pop-up cafe, which is another small business. And I do children's entertaining as well.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do like a little summer holiday club for like a couple of hours for the kids. And again, all money goes straight to the charity.
Yeah.
Which is quite cool. So yeah, that's the fundraising events that I will be doing.
Oh, very nice.
Yes, very fun.
And also the thing that I've been most exposed of is your Instagram venture, your project.
Yes.
So just real quick, like... Obviously, the pageant and applying for it and becoming a finalist has opened you up to actually not having any excuses to being able to do all these things. Obviously, you love to do them anyway, but it's allowed you to actually pursue it, with a little bit more importance behind it.
Absolutely. It gives it a platform, almost like a purpose to do it.
Yeah.
It's definitely an encouraging thing and it gives you a bit of confidence to know that this is why you're doing it.
Yeah.
So it makes it a little bit less scary when you're doing the fundraising
Exactly.
and
There's
raising awareness.
there's a purpose behind it other than
Absolutely.
you just want to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it makes you feel a bit more confident and more of an incentive to do well.
Oh, of course, yeah, definitely. And like one of the things that I've been exposed to most about that is your Brighter Instagram account.
Yes.
Which when I first saw it, I forgot about the Miss Brighton thing and everything, and I was like, this is such a good idea because literally to promote positivity and gratitude, isn't it? Do you want to speak a little bit about that?
Yeah, I'd love to. So Brighter is my new mental well-being movement, which has started as an Instagram page, and I hope to grow it in the future. But Instagram's where we're at the moment,
Of course,
because
yeah.
it's the app that I use the most. I'm most comfortable using, and I feel like it's kind of a little collection.
It's a showcase.
It is absolutely like a show reel almost.
Oh,
of,
it is.
You know, of what you're about. So yeah, my little slogan that I came up with was Brighter, making Brighton brighter.
Oh, that's so cute.
But
yeah.
then I thought it was really nice, but then I decided not to use that because I didn't want it to be inclusively just to Brighton.
It limits it, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is kind of a movement which I am doing to promote the conversation around mental health illnesses, to speak about being grateful for what you have in your life, for the law of attraction, for manifesting what you want. Because I'm such a believer in everything in this world that you could ever want is inexistent currently.
Yeah.
So if you work hard enough and believe, why can't you have it?
Exactly.
I so strongly believe that.
Yeah. It's two things, isn't it? It's like Nike's slogan, just do it, stop laying around.
Yeah.
It's easier said than done. And also, persistence. Just keep it up because hard work will actually pay off massively.
It does.
Nobody got to where they are at the moment, no celebrity, without hard work.
100%. And you've just got to keep pushing through. You will have bad days. You know, it happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
You know, we all have bad days, but it's just about accepting that maybe you do need some time out. You know, going back to your meditation, have a little bit of time to yourself.
Exactly, yeah.
Have a bath, read a book, bit of self-love, self-care, and then getting back to it. You know, it's not, you don't have to overwork, but you do need to work hard for what you want.
Exactly, yeah. And it's focusing, from my point of view, it's focusing less on the come down, the low points, but more on the coming back up and the building back up after those low points, which is the important bit.
Absolutely. But it's also accepting that, you know, life isn't level 10 all the time. You know, if you think about 1 being really low, 10 being really, really high, it's not about being 8, 9, 10 all the time. It's about accepting when you're a bit lower and knowing what to do and having a safe space where you can come to for advice and to ask about your problems and to see what other people are going through as well, to bring you back up to your 8s, 9s and 10s. 8s, 9s and 10s. So that's why I'm doing it. I just want to make a community space where everyone can feel comfortable, and I want it to be as audience interactive as possible.
Yeah.
You know, it's not about me sitting there going, you know, this is what this is, you should do this.
Yeah.
It's about listening to what everyone's going through, listening to their advice, problems, solutions, and just having a nice space where you can be safe and honest.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's good because that was your inspiration. It wasn't like, oh, I'll do this like for the hell of it or whatever. It was like you actually have a strong, like you said, purpose behind it as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, the question which I initially thought, I was like, are you just doing this as like a publicity stunt, a campaign, just to increase Miss Brighton? And I was like, you actually believe in this. Speaking to you now, I can tell you fully believe in what you're doing, like so much so.
Yeah.
But like, I just want to ask you, like, after Miss Brighton is done and everything, and it's finished, no matter what position you come in or whatever awards you win, will you try and keep this up?
Definitely. This is kind of, I'm seeing Miss Brighton as a platform, a starting point for this movement.
Yeah.
It's been something that I've thought about for a while. And I thought when Miss Brighton came around, you know, why not use this platform for what I've wanted to do, kind of thing. It's an excuse. It gives you a bit of confidence, as you were saying earlier. It's something to kind of, it's an incentive, and it's you'll see when I've finished Miss Brighton that this is not just for this, you know, this pageant. It's so much more than that. And hopefully that will come apparent when I've finished Miss Brighton.
And I know that I can tell just hearing about this, and I'm sure our listeners can tell as well, about how passionate you actually are in this.
Yeah.
About this as well.
Yeah.
And it's good you're using this opportunity for just good stuff, great stuff, rather than like, oh, so I can use the title and like make myself famous or whatever. You're actually making the most of it and trying to have a positive impact as well, which is
Absolutely.
so important.
That's the aim.
Yeah.
You know, I want to get as many people involved as possible. So my aim is to even get local businesses on board and have Brighter as a space where maybe they can even direct their staff to.
Yeah.
If they're going through a tough time.
Yeah.
You know, follow this page. It has lots of advice and all that kind of stuff. But as I was saying, it's not about me sitting behind a computer and releasing all this content. It's about the audience and it's about a community
participating
feel.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's what Brighter is for me.
Yeah. That's what I like so much about it, because obviously Instagram's a platform literally everyone uses, and the people that you want to reach, they use that platform. Like the audience on Instagram is already perfect. It's already there. It's just getting it. And like you said, like you want it to be a showreel or a showcase of things where people can go to, they can explore it, they can explore videos or pictures from ages ago and still get and maybe a little bit of inspiration or self-help a little bit from it.
Absolutely. And I just think it's really important that we come together, you know, our generation, with everything that, you know, is going on and that we are exposed to, even on Instagram sometimes, you know, when you follow accounts which maybe aren't benefiting you. And I really, really want Brighter to be kind of something that you follow and you're looking through and you're seeing all these inspirational kind of videos and tips and all that kind of stuff, and to maybe make you realise this is the content that I should be focusing on, and to go and follow other accounts which are similar, which help you through life and that help you meditate, and just like inspirational quotes, nice things to feed your brain with when you're scrolling through, because a lot of things can be damaging, but you don't kind of know it at the time. Yeah,
they build up very slowly, then they make a massive impact on yourself, a negative impact,
Absolutely.
So it's good that you do have this kind of diamond in the rough a little bit. Whilst 80% of the posts out there are actually like negatively influencing you, someone could scroll past a video or a quote or anything you put up, and it would maybe uplift them or make them realise or even just come back to reality a little bit more.
Yeah.
Which is so good.
Absolutely.
What I like as well is so far, obviously a lot of it is to do with audience participation as well. You're getting videos from people.
Yes.
What I like is it's not only just like, hey, like do this, do that, and like some of the people, I mean, I've been on there. I've made a video,
you have.
I've
Thank
loved.
you so much for that.
I've loved because looking through the other videos for like examples about how I should make mine, a lot of them stem from people's experiences. It's not like, hi, do this because I think this is right. It's like, do this because I've learned from this.
Yeah.
So much so.
Yeah. Practice what you preach kind of thing.
Oh my God, 100%. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's not like, I've heard about this, you should probably do that too.
Yeah.
It's about, okay, this is what I've been through, this is what's worked for me. I'm putting this out there in hope that it can help someone else along the way as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. And like the audience participation side of it makes it so much more, like you said, it's not just you behind a computer.
Yeah.
It makes it so much more of like a community.
Yeah.
And also kind of like a social aspect as well, because if someone views it, it's like, oh, this one person's telling me what to do. It's like, oh, all these people, a collective is giving me this positive impact, which is so important.
Absolutely. And just one more thing when I think about it, about Brighter, I want to do a monthly meetup.
Oh, okay.
For people who follow the page, or, you know, bring friends and family along, whatever. And just have like an hour or two where everyone can sit down, have a coffee, have a drink, and just chat about life, and have like a little place where you can go and vent, or you can go and share advice with people.
Or just socialise.
Yeah, just to socialise.
An excuse to socialise, exactly.
Absolutely, for a good cause.
Yeah.
So that's another aim that I want to start doing.
It's so important because these are also beneficial, isn't it, at the end of the day? And like obviously your involvement into it is so crucial and so different, and like it is audience interpretation of what they're being said, because like what might affect and help someone might not affect someone else, but it might inspire them in different ways. I know that my friend recently, I spoke to him, and he's made his life so much better through church and through religion.
Amazing.
And I was like, for me, that might not work for me, but it made me think, how could I associate those benefits for myself?
How can I flip this and think, you know, he's found that in something. Where am I going to find that?
Where's that something for me?
Yeah, absolutely. That's really great.
It's really interesting to look at the content, and like, although they were exposed to it in one way, I was like, hey, how am I exposed to this? How can this help me? Even though it helped them in one way, it can help me in a different way, which is so important. So what has the general response been like on the account? Because you've expanded and like grown so quickly, I feel like, as well.
Yes.
Which is so incredible.
So it's been up for about a week.
Yeah.
And
oh my God, is it really?
Yeah, and I've barely even a week.
Yeah.
And I've already got I think about 130 followers, which
Yeah.
I am so overwhelmed with. I'm
So
so
good.
grateful. You know, I didn't put any expectation on it. I just kind of believed that it would take off. And,
Yeah.
you know, you have to believe in what you're doing.
Oh my God, yeah.
100%. And I'm so humbled with the response. I've had so many messages
Yeah.
through the account and through my personal accounts, you know, and in person, meeting people
Yeah.
who have just said, like, what you're doing is so amazing, keep it up,
Mm-hmm.
and how proud they are of me, which is so lovely to hear.
Yeah.
And I've had people come to me also in the past to speak about mental health issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really great that they have now this platform that, you know, is run by me for the people kind of thing.
Yeah.
So they can have that advice there as well and have
Exactly.
that little safety net.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been really humbling, the response, and I hope to carry on in the same direction.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And if any of our listeners want to send a video in or contribute to it or just
Yes.
follow it, like, what's the handle? What's the Instagram
Okay,
handle?
so it's Brighter with 3 underscores.
3 underscores,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, Brighter with no underscores is already taken.
Of
So I
course,
had to
yeah.
add 3 on the end.
It's such a cool word. So.
It
Just
is.
as like a brand or like an icon or whatever.
It is so cool. So yeah, please give the page a follow. That'd be great. And if you do want to send in a video, the series is called Life Advice.
Yeah.
And I'd ask that you send a 1 minute or less video, because obviously Instagram is capped at 1 minute, of a little bit of advice that you live by
Yeah.
in life. It could be something that makes you laugh, or something that you've experienced that's helped you, a piece of music that you like to listen to, anything
A
that...
book you're reading at the moment
Yeah,
which
yeah.
has inspired you or whatever, yeah.
Absolutely, something that enriches your life that you think someone else may benefit from.
Yeah.
So send me that, a picture of yourself, your name, your age, your location, and a quote that you live by, and that can
Yeah.
be, you know, anything cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what I like about it is like it's for me even for me who I've been on stage before, it felt daunting recording myself, the idea of it. But as soon as I set up the camera and started talking about something which does affect me, it just came flowing out, and I wanted to share that advice with other people.
Yeah, no, it
My
does.
one was basically to make sure you spend your energy and time on people that can support you, care for you, and inspire you to be the best version of yourself that you possibly can be. And like I kind of, for the last few months, I've kind of been living by that, and I've been exposed to it so much. So for me, saying that, it came literally from my heart so much, and I want to spread it out so other people can do that, because it's so important.
It is so important. And my mindset teacher, Katie,
Yeah.
again, she said to me, well, our whole class, that you are the medium of the 5 people you spend your most time with.
Oh
So
my
you
God,
are
yeah.
the
That's
average
interesting.
of the 5 people you invest your time into. So that's definitely worth thinking about.
Wow.
You know, looking at your life, think, who do I spend my time with? You know, if something's not working for you, you know, think about who you are spending time with, because
Yeah.
it's not a personal thing. It's not about, you know, not being friends with people. It's about being selfish, because you do have to be selfish in life.
Oh my God, yeah.
And just, you know, monitoring where your time and energy is going.
Yeah.
You know, it can really...
And if you're receiving as much back, and if you're not, why? Is it for bad reasons? Is it for good reasons? Yeah.
Yeah, and is it a conversation you need to have?
Exactly.
Or is it something you need to take yourself out of the situation for? You know, it's, yeah, really beneficial to think about that
Yeah.
medium of the 5 people that you spend your most time with.
I love that. I love that, like I said, you're so on it, and you're so involved with it. It affects you, and you want to help people so much.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
so great.
Yeah, I really, really want to, because I would have loved to have, you know, I'm sure obviously there are other spaces like this
Yeah.
out there. But yeah, I just want to do it because when I went through like a really low point, I would have loved to have somewhere like this where I could have had a look and thought, do you know what, I'm so not alone right now.
Yeah.
Whereas you feel you are, and it's easy to feel you are, because it's this whole thing. Mental health kind of does give you tunnel vision, and it's hard to see a way out of it sometimes.
Yeah.
So it's really lovely that, you know, you can come to Brighter and hopefully see that other people have been through similar things to you. So it's quite comforting, I think.
Oh, definitely. I definitely
That's
got
the
that as
aim,
soon as I went on
anyway.
there.
Oh,
'Cause
good.
it's so friendly. It's not artificial. It's just people's faces and videos.
Yeah.
And so that's what you want. You want that kind of personal contact, but through Instagram.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like it's a social media, but it isn't social. It doesn't make you social. But this
Yeah.
aspect is kind of like everyone on there speaking to the camera. They're speaking to you a little bit. You feel involved,
Yeah.
which is so important.
Absolutely. And even if you don't want to send a video in, that's so fine. But if you want to send a a paragraph, I'll happily pop that up there because not everyone wants to be in front of the camera, which is so fine.
Yeah.
So, or a voice note, anything like that. If you wanted to send it in, no problem.
People-
or if you just want to look,
Exactly.
that's fine.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Exactly. And I would strongly encourage anyone to send in a video or send in like what Holly said, literally anything that can kind of help you out as well, because it's not only you, Holly, but the listeners writing stuff in, because it is a different thing. And I know that for me, I've never really sent off a video for an Instagram account for like a good thing before. It was so interesting, and like for me it gave me a little bit of like, wow, I kind of made a difference. Even if it's like nothing, I've made a difference for myself.
Absolutely. And I think it's really interesting where I've had people say to me, I'm not really sure if I'm going to be able to articulate what I want to say in a video. And it is daunting if you're not normally in front of the camera to have a camera or your iPhone, whatever, placed in front of you and the pressure's on kind of thing. But I'd just say take time with it.
Yeah.
You can do as many takes as you want.
It took me honestly like 35 attempts.
It does, doesn't it? When I do Instagram videos, the outtakes are ridiculous. I think I've got it wrong again, damn it. But honestly, it looks like a finished product and it's like, they got that in 5 minutes, but it never goes quite like that.
What could take actually, what I could do is edit together all of my bloopers, and you could just put it up in your story and be like, look, this person failed so much, but then he made this.
I'd love that. That's so good. I love that. But it's about a process.
Exactly. And like I said, I encourage my listeners to do that, or people that you know. If you know someone that's maybe quite confident or maybe has a story to tell or an opinion to give, literally just send it off to Holly on her Instagram page. Do you have an email on there, or do you have anything set up for that? Another way of contact?
I don't.
Just through Instagram? Yeah,
it's at the moment it is just through Instagram. Feel free to privately message me on there. Or you can message me on my professional account,
of course,
which is I'm Holly Hoss.
Yep.
Or on Facebook, I'm Holly Hoskison.
Anywhere, yeah.
No one really has that surname, so you'll find me easily.
yeah. Well, I was actually going to ask you, where can people find you? So literally, Holly Hoss. I am Holly Hoss.
I'm Holly Hoss. I've got an Instagram page and a professional Facebook page with that, and also Holly Hoskison on my personal account. You can add me on that. Send me a message through Messenger, Instagram or Twitter, which they're all I'm Holly Hoss.
Yeah.
So yes.
Oh, lovely. Yeah.
Please send me a message.
Give Holly a follow, a look at her profile, look at the content, look at Brighter as well. Definitely, I'd highly recommend it.
Amazing.
Other than Brighter, other than the Miss Brighton and everything, is there anything you want to shout out?
Shout out to my housemate. Her name's Chloe Heath.
Hi, Chloe.
Hi, Chloe. And she is very, very lovely, and she's so amazing. And she's helped me through so much over the past couple of years. I met her at uni, and she's such a lovely, lovely person. And I want to shout out everyone on my course.
Do it.
Everyone, and all of my teachers who work so hard every day, not just for me, for all of us, to make a space where we all feel safe and comfortable. And a lot of them are working professionals in the industry at the moment. So, teaching isn't their core job, and they make time to come and teach us their craft because they love it so much.
Yeah, they're passionate in it.
Absolutely. So, that's about it, I think.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Like we said, we've discussed the projects you're doing, Miss Brighton and everything. Where can people support you from Miss Brighton? Because it's so interesting hearing about it. But is there anywhere people can support you or follow you, or are there tickets left for the event for the local people, local listeners?
There are, absolutely. So if you do want a ticket, send me a message.
Yeah.
Or send one of the organisers a message.
Yeah.
Because they are not available on the door.
Ah, okay.
They are £20.
Yeah.
Which I know is a lot of money, especially for us students.
But it's an experience.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's, at the end of the day, the money goes to charity. It's a good cause.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason we're doing it.
Yeah.
And from what I've heard, it's going to be a fun night.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lots of positivity.
Good.
Sparkly dresses.
Ooh.
All that kind of stuff. So
lovely.
Very exciting.
And Holly, just before we end, you said to me in the car on the way over that you actually do listen to podcasts.
Yes.
Yeah, so do you have any podcast recommendations?
Yes, I do. So I mainly like to listen to positivity podcasts.
Of course.
And I love listening to Oprah. Oprah
Really?
Winfrey.
Does she have a podcast?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Search her in and all of the results come up.
Yeah.
They're just really, really great to listen to. Even if you just put mindfulness or meditation or positivity into your platform that you're using, there are hundreds and thousands of different podcasts that you can listen to, and it's easy listening. You can put it on in the background when you're going to sleep or on your way to work, commuting, and it's just a really nice, easy way to have a bit of positive inspiration for the day.
Yeah.
So that's that. And I also listen to, I'm not quite sure what it's called, but it's actually really cool because it's just like a sit-down conversation every week.
Yeah.
And they're Geordies and they're really, really funny.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's really, really cool. Shagged to Marry to Avoid.
It is, yeah.
It is that
yeah,
one.
I've seen it a few times. I might check it out then.
Yeah, really cool. And it's just relaxed kind of even when you're busy, you pop it in your ears and it's just kind of like a bit of light release.
Yeah.
And it's very, very funny. So it's nice to kind of have that little bit of positivity. So yeah.
Positive podcast.
Yes, positive podcast. We like that a lot. Yes.
Well, Holly, thank you ever so much for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
It's been amazing.
I've had a lot of fun.
Good,
Thank
your
you
first
so
ever
much.
podcast, first of many, hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, we'll get you back after the pageant. No matter what happens, we'll get you back. You can talk about other stuff,
Yes.
like positivity and everything.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah.
I'd love to.
Yeah. And for the listeners, thank you ever so much for listening, everyone. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Reddit, and can listen to us on Spotify, iTunes, and literally any other podcast directory. We're on everything, as well as YouTube. Feel free to leave an iTunes review if you enjoyed today's episode, and we'll see you next week. Holly, do you have any final words, any final little quotes, bits of advice for the listeners?
Yes, my favourite quote is, never let anyone dull your sparkle because you shine from within.
Oh, I love that. Great.
Yes.
Holly, thank you ever so much. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.